Welcome to FS Full Stack. All right, today we are going to analyze the gold spot market, the silver spot market. We're going to analyze EURUSD and BTC Ethereum, and we may or we would also analyze the AUD Canadian dollar. As we let's just see how it goes. All right. So looking at the gold spot market, let's see what happens. So first of all, looking at this, first of all, we need to analyze the daily time frame, which is the biggest picture. So looking at the daily time frame, we are seeing that gold is actually a bullish market. All right. So we had a consolidation at this point. We had a consolidation at a resistance in April. All right. Then in May there was a support. All right. So looking at this, you would draw this horizontal line here, checking the consolidation sideways on the swing low to the swing high. So you are seeing something like this. All right. So the average point from this to this, I think you'll be making more than 1,000 pips. All right, more than 1,000 pips. So that's just what it is. So now it broke structure at 3419.71. Right, so that's what it is. So I think gold will be very much bullish, okay, because of the uncertainty of the dollar and a lot of central banks acquiring gold. All right, so that's just what it is. And then so when we go to the H1, so what is the H1 saying? What can we deduce from the H1? All right, so looking at the H1 already, okay, we are seeing also a bullish market right there. All right, so a bullish market right there. So let's draw a trend line. So looking at this, we're moving from this point to this point. All right, so bouncing off and on the trend line, you are seeing higher highs. All right, higher highs, and and all of those things. So okay, so you're seeing very strong momentum, bullish candle that have strong momentums here, right? So looking at this, you're seeing it. If also you're seeing something like that, all right, so you're seeing a strong bullish sweep, all right, a strong bullish sweep cleaning out the initial bearish candles, all right. So that's just it. So if you would trade from, let's just say from one, okay, let's delete this. You would trade from one trend, let's just put it like this, from a higher high to a lower high to a higher high. So if you would trade from here, or let's just say from the swing high to the swing low, right? So if you trade from here, I think you will be, let's just check the average point from here. So you'll be making up, about 2,000, I would say, about 2,000 from one swing high to one swing low. So that's just what it is. So the next thing, okay, is for us to check the 5 minutes time frame. So let's see for the scalpers. So long-term traders, you already know that there would be a continuous bullish trend. All right, so for the scalpers right now, it could be very much a different story. So you would just want to make your quick money and leave. So looking at this, you are seeing a consolidation, right? So you're seeing a consolidation right here. Okay, you're seeing a consolidation right here, a resistance at 3658.26, right? And then you're seeing a support at 3622.89. So that's a very strong demand zone, right? So okay, so looking at this now, I would say that you have to be very cautious, because there may be a repetition of this movement, right? For those that are scalping, they have to be able, so you will have to put your take profit, going short, right? And then and then your stop loss, at let's just put it at 3671.22, right? So I think that's what you do. And then you just have to be conservative with your take profit. All right, so you could just make from one swing high to one swing low, you could make 300 or something pips. All right, so for the 5 minutes time frame. So we believe that gold, there could be a little retracement right here, but gold is actually going bullish. All right, so that's just that. So let's go to the silver spot. The silver spot market, first of all, we are going to the D1. All right, so the D1 right here, let's see what happened. Okay, it's actually similar to the gold spot. All right, so let's quickly get to the 15 minutes time frame. According to the 15 minutes time frame, we are seeing right, I'm coming. So we are seeing, you know, a bullish trend, right? So we are seeing a bullish trend, but it's somewhat looking, yeah, it's a bullish trend, higher highs and lower highs, all right, higher highs and lower highs. So if you draw this line, the trend line, so if you draw this trend line from here to here, you're seeing a very strong, you know, bullish trend. All right. So it broke structure at 41.832. All right. 41.832. All right. So looking at this, if you traded at this point, you'll be making so much. All right. So you'll be making more than 10 points. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. 107 points. And the gold spot market actually is somewhat different, or it's actually different from the silver spot market. I would say that when you're making $1 in the gold market, in the silver market, you're making 5 times that. All right. So that is for people that are going by points. So you just have to be, conversant or be aware of that. All right. So we are seeing a break of structure, and from what we see here, silver is actually bullish. All right, so you could see little retracements, and then you can go for a bullish trend. So you will have to wait for a little retracement, all right, and then a bullish liquidity sweep right here. So you just wait for a little retracement and then followed by bullish candles. All right. So if you traded at this point, a retracement, and then you are seeing something like this, okay, you would want to trade from here, and then it gives you something like this. So you have to be watching it. You have to be quite observant. But I believe it is actually bullish. So that is that for the gold spot. All right, let's get to the Euro USD. The Euro USD on the daily time frame has been, fluctuating, consolidating. In fact, Euro USD is majorly affected by the European and the dollar market. All right. So looking at what has been happening in the Russo-Ukraine war, a lot of things have been happening. So they have just been, upward and downward movement. So from what we are seeing here, we are seeing that at the current asset from what we are seeing here at from what we are seeing here at the beginning of this year, the Euro USD, started recovering and then started going bullish. All right. But currently we are seeing, let's get to H1 right now. We are seeing a consolidation. So looking at this is a strong consolidation. So this is the prevalent trend here. So looking at this, but mind you, you're also going to fulfill a reputation here, because the Euro USD can finally get to this lower high. Sorry, this low here at 1.14243. All right. So this is what it is. So, but right now it's just consolidating at this point. So you are looking at a very strong demand zone at this point. All right. So let's put it get to here at this point. So the market is reacting, and then you are looking at another level here where the market is just bouncing off. All right. So this is just what is happening currently here. And I think it will just continue within this 1.15871, okay, before a complete reversal probably be uh, um, towards the end of the year, when trading will reduce. A lot of activities will reduce, but for now I believe it will be bouncing off from here. Right, it will be bouncing off between 1.175 35 and then 1.15871. So I think that's just what it is. So looking at this in the Euro USD, will be bullish. Sorry, will be bearish. Right, will be bearish just to complete this. But then now the bearish aspect of it may not be as wide as you would think, but bearish. But remember that you are seeing slightly higher highs. All right, so we are seeing slightly higher highs here. So looking at this, you're seeing something like this. So that is the trend here. So when you see a retracement, I think you will just have to, you know, go bullish again. So you just have to go short. You just have to go long. Okay, but for now, it is actually hoping for a retracement. But at the end of the day, so when you see this, you just have to go when they say, a rebound at okay, at when you see a rebound at you know 31.6722, you will just have to go long, right? Okay, let's just jump into Ethereum. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum already. All right, so I think we'll have Bitcoin, Ethereum. All right, so Bitcoin is actually on a very strong downtrend. All right, there was a very okay. He went to his highest high. If I would at let's check the date right now. That is the wow, not so far, not so far. That's this September. Okay, September, right? But let's just check the big picture and see what is happening there. All right. So the thing is that at this, okay, I think that was from analysis we just did. But all the same, if you see what it is, you see that in the big picture D1, you are seeing the current trend is, a downtrend. All right. So on the BTC Ethereum, so there was a very strong peak in, BTC in April. In April, it went to its highest in April, right? So that is that it went to its highest in April, right? And then there is a concurrent trend downward. All right. So all you have to do is to, you know, I think it is actually going to be bullish, sorry, bearish right now. So if you're going to trade this is a very good opportunity to go bearish. All right. So that's that if you're trading on the long-term level, right? So you're going to go bearish. So, but if you are going to check the 15 minutes time frame, you just have to be cautious because now you're a scalper. So scalpers have to be very careful. All right. So what will happen is that for you to go you know, you have to wait for a retracement. I think it will go bullish in the 5 minutes time frame. It is going to go bullish, so you're not just going to go, just bearish like that because the market doesn't go on a straight line. So you're going to see a retracement upward, all right? So you can pick some, and then when it retraces backward, you can actually pick another, all right? So that's that for BTC, all right? So for the scalper, so if you would scalp in this market, you will be getting roughly 39,000 pips points of wood, right? So that's just what it is. Okay, so so you see a break of structure down here, so sideways and then broke structure, and then so you see that looking at this is a very strong demand zone. So you are seeing that Bitcoin will definitely rise. Right. So if you're scalping, Bitcoin is going to definitely rise for you to take some shots and then finally reverse downward. All right. So that's just that. Right. So we have a lot of markets to analyze here, but for the sake of time, I think we'll do that in our next video. And also we'll incorporate the reward risk to reward ratio as well. So for now, we'll have to just go for this, right? So we also have BTC USD to analyze and all of those things. So what I want you to do right now is to turn on your notification button so you won't miss out on any of our videos, and our videos are coming virtually daily. All right, so it's going to show you what the market is going to play out, all right, on the long term and on the short term. All right, so make sure you don't miss out. And also it also help us to reach out to traders that are finding it difficult to analyze the market. So please make sure you like and subscribe. All right.